Colors, comics, and other cool stuff. The cool stuff is, like
Comics?
every first Saturday in May, free comics. Free Comic Book Day 2015 today at its birthplace. Joe Field and everybody is here. Angel is here. Hello.
Hello, and I'm not usually up for the morning, but for Joe, I am.
It's almost 11 o'clock. It's not the morning.
I know, but
Yeah,
it
that's
is
the
kind of for
person
me.
she is. So, free comics is about 50
Nocturnal.
this year. What are you looking forward to?
DC, your Marvel this weekend. Maybe another chance for Avengers 2. Chance.
Yeah, before we go on with that, there's also a little movie in theaters right now. We promised a review from Angel.
Yeah.
Don't do the whole thing. Don't spoil anything in case somebody hasn't seen it yet.
Yes.
A quick one. What did you think?
What I saw with my good eyes was it was pretty interesting. I love to see the cast all together again, but the soundtrack of Guardians of the Galaxy was so much better than the Avengers 2. I love Robert, but I love the soundtrack of Guardians of the Galaxy too.
The fact you're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, I think that tells you everything. Now, mine real quick.
Star-Lord's everywhere.
The first one will still stand as the best one. This one is okay. It's got its moments, but it's not as good as the first one. That's all I'll say. Spoiler filled on next week's show. As you hear this, we'll go into spoilers. So be ready for that. We'll talk about it. We'll break it down completely.
Get into the dirty.
Back to this though. That's what I'm looking forward to. A free comic book from Marvel. It's Secret Wars. It's a little tie into the big event that's coming. That's the end of the entire Marvel universe.
That's crazy.
So that's what I'm looking for. You're obviously looking for DC.
But,
there's something for everybody.
Because of Avengers 2, I might dip into some Marvelous books.
I mean, you might.
Maybe
I'll get her to admit during one of the interviews that she is actually part of our universe now.
I will say that the cast of anything Marvel is more attractive than the DC.
Anything Marvel. Sounds like
Shut up.
Broadway
Shut
show.
up.
Anything Marvel.
Anything
So,
Marvel is
ready
beautiful.
for free comics. You see the line behind us. We're going to go up and down the line, talk to everybody, make the wait just that much more fun. So, you ready?
I am so ready.
Get your suntan lotion because it is going to be hot
I
today.
never tan. I'm a vampire.
So we'll see if she tans. We'll see what everybody's all happy about, and we'll see you hopefully at next Free Comic Book Day next year. Hopefully here at Flying Colors. If not, check freecomicbookday.com. Put in your zip code. Your LCS may not participate. They don't always do. So check it. Otherwise, go on tour.
And there's no excuses why you can't have fun this weekend.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Hello. It's in everybody's budget.
Yeah, my budget.
Ready for it? The Geek Speak Show exclusively at Flying Colors Comics for Free Comic Book Day. So it's kind of becoming an annual thing now, going on 3 years straight. Introduce yourselves again.
Mark Booty.
Mark.
August.
Always the first in line at free comic book. It's, like I said, it's kind of like a tradition now. So how early did you get here this time?
Quarter to 4.
Quarter to 4 yesterday or for this morning? Yes, so like I said, that's when you know you like comics. So there's about 50 titles this year. What are you guys looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Doctor Who and Green Lantern. Doctor and SpongeBob.
Gosh, the Doctor Who, the Secret Wars, and I think Bob's Burgers probably.
Yeah, I think Doctor Who's a little popular with you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, the Secret Wars. Now, like I've asked you before, that this is going on, I forget how many years now.
4.
Yeah. No, I mean, Free Comic Book Day.
2001, I think. Was the first.
I want to say 3, actually, I think. Yeah, it's been a while, in other words. So, is it doing one of its goals is bringing in people like me who went away a little bit from comics, but now this is designed to bring them back. Is it bringing us back?
Oh yeah, there seems to be more and more people here every year. My kids get more and more into it every year, and then their friends, seeing them getting stuff, get into it and want to come on just regular days when it's not even Free Comic Book Day and get stuff. So yeah, it's definitely bringing back interest in comic books, especially since there's like so many like for different age levels, because there's good ones for him, and then there's ones that are a little bit more mature for him, and then there's stuff that I like. So every age range is pretty much represented. There's something for everybody. It really is. It's like something that some people like to say, but it really is. There's like something. If you have any interest in superheroes or comic books, there's something here for you.
Yeah, and I'm assuming like me, you probably grew up with comic books. Now that we're parents, we have our kids. When we were growing up, the comics weren't looked at the way they are now. It's like, why are you reading that stuff? At least it wasn't on my end. Now, us as parents, why should we get kids to read comics?
for the reading. For the reading, I think when I was a kid, and probably when you were a kid, my parents my parents hated comic books, but honestly,
Yeah, mine too. She threw them away.
That's horrible. Those are one of the first things that I remember reading on my own and using my own money to go and buy and reading, and then you look forward to reading the next one when it would come out the next month. And my kids are avid readers, and comic books has been a huge part of making them interested in reading in general. And they don't just read comic books; they read regular, books, chapter books, and things like that. But the comic books really got the ball rolling. So I think it's awesome. I think if a lot more parents thought about it and wanted their kids to read, they would participate in this. Because even if you have a kid that can read, but it's not really interested in reading, reading's reading. This is great practice.
Perfect segue. So you're becoming a pro doing this so much. Look right into the camera. Tell all the parents out there who are kind of on the fence. I don't know. Should I get them into comic? Should I bring them to Free Comic Book Day? Why should they bring them to Free Comic Book Day?
If you want your kids to be good readers, and just all around, reading is part of every subject that you take in school. So if you start with reading, and this is the place to do it, this is the place to come.
So thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks.
So we went from the front of the line to the back of the line. For now, it's going to grow even bigger. So don't feel bad if you're at the back. It'll be even bigger in just a few minutes. So what's your name?
Trey.
Hey, Trey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Your first one, Free Comic Book Day?
It's my fifth.
Your fifth? What brought you to Free Comic Book Day besides the free comics?
I just like going to comic book stores.
When did you start liking comic books?
As far back as I can remember, it was one of those things where my father and my uncles were into it, so just passed down generational thing.
Which comics were they into?
Spider-Man, but for them, Marvel.
I like you more already. Well, let's go with this. No spoilers. There's a little movie. I don't know if you've seen it in theaters from Marvel.
I'm actually going to go see it after I leave here.
Okay, so I won't spoil anything.
Thank you.
Spoiler alert, it's good.
Okay.
So for Free Comic Book Day, there's about 50 titles. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I am looking to get the Secret Wars. I think it's a 0-issue Marvel's putting out, because I'm really excited for issue 1 next week.
Yeah, because it sets up the bye-bye to the universe.
Yeah.
Well, the Marvel universe, not ours. Like, I get crazy. So one of the goals for Free Comic Book Day is to bring back readers, not like you and I, viewers who went away, who used to read comics, they went away. Now it's trying to bring them back. Do you think, from what you've seen, is it doing that?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, Marvel and Image and even DC are doing a lot of stuff to bring in people who may have either watched the movies or knew about it but didn't really want to get into it. Yeah. To now, here's your chance to come and join the family.
Yeah, and that kind of helps too, them having the movies out there, and it makes people say, you know what, I want to know about this character. Instead of just Googling the thing, go to your local comic book store.
Yeah.
So again, thanks a lot. Enjoy Free Comic Book Day.
Thank you.
Let's talk to some more people in line.
And we're here at Free Comic Book Day with
Christopher. Lawrence.
There's a lot of Christophers, also known as the Harry Potters. What brings you out to Free Comic Book Day, and is this your first one?
Oh my God, no, it's not my first one, and what brings me out is this one. He brought me out, so he makes me go every year. That's punishment.
As punishment? What do you mean? It's the best punishment.
It is the best punishment.
Always got to bring the bestie. What are some comics that you're looking forward to coming out, or?
Actually, I haven't really been reading comics in the last few years, so it's just good to kind of see what's going on. I know it's, what is it, Secret War?
Secret War, yeah.
Secret War. I know that there'll probably be some more Iron Man and stuff, because, yeah, it's been a couple years since I've read.
Yeah, where they're going to change the Avengers, and they're going to do, female Thor and the what's his name?
Captain America?
Falcon is going to be the new Captain America. Thank you.
Okay.
And a couple other people.
You're far more knowledgeable than I am.
Yeah, well, yeah. I come every couple weeks.
Came to the right place.
Yeah, I have a stash.
Stash, best comic or best superhero, since you haven't really read comics yet?
Well, what brought me back in was Jeff Johns' run on Green Lantern. So Green Lantern's become my new favorite. So yeah, Green Lantern all the way. I actually might pick up a Green Lantern comic just because I haven't picked one up in a long time.
Yes, point for DC. And you?
I'm more of a Marvel. I've got the Generation X.
Nice.
But then I got the other side too for the DC side.
Can I see that? It's exclusive.
Not exclusive, just It's Avarice, the orange light of Avarice from Green Lantern.
Yeah. Have you seen the Avengers 2 yet?
Saw it last night.
Opinions?
I liked it.
You could be mean.
Okay, the first hour kind of paced a little slow, a lot more action than story, but by the second hour you're okay. So, but I saw it at 10:45 at night. We got out of there at what 2? Well, 1:45.
I didn't
so,
go.
Yeah, I know you didn't go, but yeah, but it was good for a second movie. So hopefully, what's the next one? The Infinity War.
That one's there.
Ant-Man is that right? I'm talking about the Avengers movie though. It's,
Batman versus Superman.
So at the very end.
Never heard of that.
At the very end, someone no.
No. Something lives and something dies. Yeah.
I like that. I look forward to it.
And I guess the final question is, will you be looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy? That was a big movie this year. Did you guys see it?
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
And what made you like it? Because for us geek speakers, it's like, yes, like the losers like actually win at something, you know?
Correct. It had a lot of camp to it. Music was really cool, but then it had the action and the fighting and stuff. That's the way I see it.
I heard it really was compared to that. Guardians was actually compared a lot to Star Wars.
I was thinking the same thing.
Really?
Yes.
So basically, what I had heard was that for most fans of Guardians, it was your Star Wars, your 2001 version of the things that we grew up with, because it had sort of that underdog quality. Because in Star Wars, it's not so much underdog; it's more of like the hero's journey, where these guys are less heroes and more underdog in the way that they kind of approach things. Yeah. So, and
like Groot was kind of like the Chewbacca. Yeah, and like everybody else is. It looks like we're moving here.
No, it does make sense now that I'm sort of.
Like Groot is like the Chewbacca. Princess Leia is like Gamora, kind of like I could hold my own and kick ass and this kind of thing. Yeah.
Does that make Rocket R2D2?
It could be. He has more attitude. Yeah. But Harry Potter. There was some news that came out, possibly a prequel to Hogwarts and stuff. Any opinions on that one?
Thing in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. They've already got the director. They're looking for their version of Newt, but I can't remember. They're thinking about maybe Cumberbatch or I can't. I see his face, but I can't remember his name.
What else was he in?
He was the also in Sherlock Holmes, Dr. Watson.
Yeah.
Martin Freeman.
But they're thinking, they're looking at all the.
I'll take obscure Sherlock characters for $500.
But hopefully, it's set in New York, and it's like 50, 60 years before, even Harry Potter was, impregnated. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Even thought of. He was somewhere in the clouds.
He was somewhere in his dad's eye, type thing.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
So it was kind of cool to hear that.
That's awesome. No, I had to come to you because I love Harry Potter. Big fan. I know it's all about the superheroes, but I still think Harry Potter is a superhero in itself. So thank you guys for coming out. Enjoy Free Comic Book Day.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Take care, guys. And Free Comic Book Day is not only for superheroes, but also for anime. Right here, I found like the best anime dresser cosplayer ever. Go ahead and tell us what's going on with their costume. It's awesome. And how do we get to know about this?
So I am Carissa Faye. I'm dressed as Sakura, and that is the series, and the series is Naruto. It's not that. It's the series, but yeah, Naruto. That's a really popular anime and manga that's about to end, and with a new series. Anyway, I want to talk about my event that I'm hosting at Fanime Con May 23rd this year, and it's called the MP3 Experiment. Basically, you're with an honest senpai who gives us instructions to do things. Like you could be like breakdancing to Dragon Ball Z or all that stuff. So
everything's up in the air.
Yeah, anything can happen. I already did it at my birthday once, and we didn't get a lot of people. So we want to do it again this time at the Fanime convention, and we also want to do it as a surprise. So there's no panels mentioned and all that stuff. We wanted to make it a surprise and a flash mob, so it would be even more strange and exciting for all the guests who attend this event.
And for someone that might not have been to a Fanime convention, what's there? What do you expect besides obviously anime?
Well, if you've been to the comic book conventions, it's just about the same thing. There's guests for, except for it's for focused on anime and all that stuff. There's cosplayers, there's panels, and there's game room, and there's all sorts of artists there in the exhibitors hall, and you can also expect some guests from animes and voiceovers and stuff like that.
And is this your first free comic book day?
No, this is not. I've been here, I don't know how many years. Maybe my friend knows. I don't know. Julian, how many years? How many years have we? Come on, come here.
We welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Come on, jump in. I'll help you out.
So,
I have like penguino feet.
Yeah. How many years have I been here? Do you recall?
I lost count.
Yeah, I lost count too. Yeah, the first time I remember cosplaying was him and I were Link and Feet 5, Zelda. Yeah. Zelda's Skyward Sword. Yeah.
It's awesome. And so what is your favorite thing about Free Comic Book Day? What brings you out dressed up?
Free comics.
Comics? Are there any free comics that you're looking forward to, like that you saw on the list that they passed out earlier?
I already got my comics since the line's already really long, and I don't know if I can get back in there to get the other comics I want. But I saw like this magical academy thing. It was really interesting artwork, and it was like a girl with a. It's a girl and she has a half fox body, and like, what is this? And like
it's super interesting.
It's a very interesting drawing too. Like drawing style, like really elegant and loose, and not necessarily loose. It's just like more free flowing than what I've seen in other comics, and that's why I kind of appreciate some independent like comics.
So just like anime that I appreciate, I'm sure other people appreciate. What do you appreciate about Free Comic Book Day? Besides the free comics.
Well, there's a lot of people you meet in line. It's interesting that that Joe started Free Comic Book Day, and it kind of just brings all the fans together, and I can also advertise for my event.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell us one more time before we go, like about the event, about where to go check out that awesome experience.
So basically, like, I didn't finish saying this, but this is an MP3 experiment. It's basically you download the MP3 file and you download it to your MP3 player, and then you bring your headphones to the event, and then you listen to it, and we all of us, all the guests around you will follow the instructions. And the cool thing about it is the only person that knows about it is that group. So everybody else will look at you strangely, like, what is this?
Okay. And what's the date again? Where does it take place?
It is Saturday, May 23rd, and the exact time for it is to be announced because of Fanime schedule, and I don't know when that will be released, and I want to schedule it to that way.
And is there like a website people could just click to and get all that updated information?
Yeah, that will be at Facebook at bit.ly/senpai. And it'll be at the Fanime San Jose Convention Center.
Awesome. So we have lots of Fanime at Free Comic Book Day, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I had to do this one because look who we found at Free Comic Book Day. Hey,
Hi.
Spidey. How's
Hello.
it going?
Good.
So, it's kind of a duh, but what's your favorite comic?
Well, the Ultimate Spider-Man series.
Yeah. So this is your first Free Comic Book Day, or have you been to a few?
That was my first one.
First one?
Yeah.
First time here at Flying Colors?
No, I always go here to
Okay.
Flying Colors, but my first free comic book day.
How did you find out about Free Comic Book Day?
Well, when I visit, they would always announce it. And I've heard it throughout the years, but I've never actually gone.
You could have said my spider sense told me, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, yeah,
You
okay, that's my
kinda knew
second.
that.
That's my second one.
Yeah. What? Since when have you been interested in comics?
Since I was little, since when Ultimate Spider-Man first came out, which was around 2001, so I was probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah. and Have you liked the changes that they made of going from Peter to Miles and back? And
Miles is pretty good, but I much prefer Peter. So.
yeah, I think everybody else does too. So for Free Comic Book Day, one of the goals, like I said, is a lot of people who used to read comics, they go away for whatever life happens, but then this is designed to bring them back. From what you're seeing out here, do you think it's doing that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't expect the line to be this long.
Yeah, if you're going to San Diego, good practice for you.
Oh yeah, it's my first time dressing up in public.
That's one of the goals, like I said. The other thing is there's a little movie out in theaters right now from Marvel. I don't know if you've seen it.
Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. Don't spoil anything, but what did you think?
I think Spider-Man should have been in it.
Yeah, that's what we're all waiting for. Yeah, so again, for the people who made this maybe their first time, shops like Flying Colors is an exception, obviously, because this is where it was born. But what can comic shops especially do to bring in more readers?
I guess I've heard that Flying Colors, like Joe Field, he goes around to like schools, introduces kids to comics. So I think I've never heard of it, but I think other comic shops should do that. Introduce kids to comics, so they could experience it.
Just be seen more is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, just to be seen more.
That would help. It would help also if, I don't know, Spider-Man maybe could go out there and lend a helping hand, because Joe Field is a really cool guy. We know that, but if Spider-Man goes out there and tells them, "Hey, you should read," I think they'll listen.
Yeah, definitely. So kids should, so a character should go out that kids would know to help promote it. Yeah, that would definitely help.
Yeah, okay, so now do me a favor. Last thing, look in the camera and tell everybody enjoy Free Comic Book Day.
Enjoy Free Comic Book Day.
Free Comic Book Day, and look, we found Iron Man. Hey, Iron Man, how are you?
Good.
It's your first Free Comic Book Day?
Yes, and I'm proud to say I have privatized this event.
Excellent. So what comics are you looking forward to?
Iron Man.
Iron Man, just simply Iron Man. There's so many comics that are out right now.
War Machine.
War Machine, that's an excellent choice. And so tell me what you think so far about Free Comic Book Day.
It's going good. I've been here about 8 minutes.
8 minutes. And have you seen the Avengers movie?
Yes, it is very good.
Your honest opinion about the Avengers too.
Me and Captain America will be having some issues, and I'll be taking him outside behind the woodshed to discuss them.
That sounds excellent, just like my relationship with my mother. So, are you going to go to Comic-Con? Have you been to any WonderCons? Did you go to Star Wars Celebration?
I've been to 2 East Bay Comic Cons in Concord at the Hilton, and I've been to Big Wow, Kraken, and I've also been to the Cherry Blossom Festival, which was great.
That's awesome. And so what is one thing you can tell our viewers, our listeners right now about Free Comic Book Day? Anything good that they could take away from this experience? This only happens once a year.
I understand that it's free.
Free's good.
Free is better than $1 or $2. They do have $1 and $2 comics on other days too.
That's always good. I didn't know that Tony Stark likes $1 or $2 items, but that's good. So we're going to get back to more people other than Iron Man, who's awesome. I know there's a Thor, Captain America running around. We have amazing Spider-Man and other cool people. So thank you so much, Iron Man, for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's Birthplace, Flying Colors comics, and other cool stuff. The cool stuff, like always, the cosplayers found some 2 cool ones. Black Widow, Doctor Doom. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Thank you.
How is your Free Comic Book Day going?
It's going very well.
So I'm assuming this isn't your first one?
This is our first time, yes.
This is your first time?
This is our first time here celebrating the Free Comic Book Day.
How did you hear about Free Comic Book Day?
We actually started cosplaying this year, and so we found out from some friends and we got the invitation, so absolutely we had to come.
So you started this year, so I'm assuming you're familiar with comic books?
A little.
Yeah, a little bit?
Some, yeah.
Kind of, maybe don't need to ask, but I'll ask anyway. What's your favorite?
My favorite comic book?
Yeah.
It's called Astro City.
Yeah.
By Kurt Busiek. It's very, very detailed, very realistic.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
You've heard of it?
For you, what's one of your favorite comics?
Oh, actually, I really like the Civil War series. That's really something that I really got into and really looking forward to. They're actually going to be bringing that to the screen.
Yeah, it might be a little different, but yeah.
Yes, but it's still going to be very exciting.
Yeah, have you seen the little movie that's out in theaters right now from Marvel? Age of Ultron.
Yes, we actually saw it twice, and it's fantastic.
Okay,
Everybody needs to go see it.
I was going to say, don't spoil anything, but yeah.
Oh, I'm not. No spoil alerts. No spoil alerts.
One spoiler, it's good. So, for you guys, I mean, Free Comic Book Day, it's designed to bring in new readers, like all the kids that you see here. It's also designed to bring back old readers, like me, who used to read them, but you know, life happens, we go away. But now it's designed to bring us back. From what you see around you, you think it's doing that?
Oh, I think it's extremely successful. I think that this dressing up in cosplay and being a superhero, I think it's just really exciting. The kids love it. The adults love it. It's really for everybody. And as you can tell by the line and all the different age groups, you can see that it's really making a difference.
Yeah, now this is a huge event. It's even bigger than San Diego Comic-Con. It's international. It's not just here in this country. It's only one day, though. What can comic book stores, publishers, what can they do to bring in even more readers besides just Free Comic Book Day?
Have celebrities come in and sign autographs would be a good idea.
Yeah.
To get more people into the stores.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing it.
Just be aware that comics are still here. It's not just the movies. Comics are still here.
Yeah, just if they could just host more events like this, like hold drawings or have a trivia contest, anything like that to get people in.
Yeah. Now, when I was growing up, comic books were like you sort of read them in a dark corner somewhere because they weren't very good. Now, obviously, you know, parents are out here with kids. I don't know if you guys are parents or not, but if there's any kid out there, what would you say? Yeah, read comic books or not, go read traditional books.
No, I actually think that kids should actually read comics as well as traditional books. I think that any child should actually just read. And anything that gets a child to read, whether it's a book, whether it's a comic book, I think that's fantastic. Yeah, especially within the world of playing video games and stuff like that. I just really think that, you know, we still need to keep, you know, print alive.
Yeah, like I said, Joe Field, who started Free Comic Book Day, we've talked about it before on the Geek Speak Show, and he says comics is the one medium that actually hits everything. It hits the visual, the mind, the reading, everything. Yes, I totally agree with that. I think it is everybody loves to escape a little bit, and everybody wants to be a superhero, and anybody can be. Okay, so both of you, here, let me get out of your way, get a little closer. Look into the camera and let everybody out there watching us know why they should participate in Free Comic Book Day. I think that you...
Fun!
Here, it is fun. Take two. Get a little closer. We'll get both of you guys.
Go ahead. You first, John.
Because it's fun and educational.
I think it's one way for a family to really reconnect, and everybody can enjoy a comic book and everybody can be a superhero. Straight from an Avenger and a villain, but they know some too.
Sovereign Lord of Latveria.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
This is not the MTV Awards, but this is even better. The Geek Speak Show has boys versus girls. I'm looking at you guys because you look like you have the most answers. You guys look kind of nervous. You guys better win. So go ahead and introduce yourself. We're going to have a trivia contest right now to see who's going to win these amazing t-shirts from Flying Colors and Comics. What's your name?
Kiara.
Kiara.
My name is Kana.
Kayla.
My name is Gage.
Hello, my name is Logan.
Before I start, I just want to get a feel of who's your favorite comic book hero?
Batman.
I love you already.
Superman.
Superman. All right, DC.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, yes.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, okay, DC love here. Okay, so let's start off with the DC question. Remember, you guys have to get 3 right. You get 3 right, you get a prize. If you don't, we love you anyways. First question is, how did Batman's parents die?
They're killed in an alleyway.
Do you know who killed them?
No.
It's okay, neither do I yet. Okay, so that's 1. 2. What is Wonder Woman's weapon of choice? Kiara.
It's a lasso.
Lasso. Do you know the name of the lasso?
Lasso of truth.
Oh my gosh, she's good. Lasso of truth. She's so cute. Okay, she didn't make me tell the truth anytime. Number 3. What is Superman's real name?
Kal-El.
My God, she's good. So who's winning so far? Let's see. It seems like the girls are winning. Oh my goodness. Next question. Who is the worst villain for Batman? 2 and 1. Oh wow, it's getting hot. Woo.
The Joker.
Do you know why?
Because he tries to kill everybody.
And what does Batman not do?
He doesn't kill people.
Oh my God, he's making me proud already. Okay, 2 and 2. You guys, you need one more and then you get your prize. Oh my God, I feel old already. Okay, tiebreaker. For the tiebreaker, what is Green Arrow's real name? Who? I'm gonna give it to Kiara.
I forgot.
You forgot? Okay. Well, I'll ask again. What should I ask? I'm gonna throw it in. Did you guys see Guardians of the Galaxy? Yes. You guys all see Guardians of the Galaxy? Okay. How does baby Groot, how does he become alive? How did he grow up to be a little baby Groot? Star-Lord, you're failing me. Go ahead. Who? Okay, who was the top 2 people that did this? To raise their hand. Okay, you guys are gonna do something. I'm just gonna call it Rochambeau for it. Rochambeau for it.
Let's start at 3.
No, just one time. You're gonna Rochambeau. Whoever gets it right asks the question. You guys, come on. Oh, so go ahead and answer the question. How did baby Groot become baby Groot?
He grows from a little stick.
How did that stick happen?
He at the end of the movie, he went around everybody and became a circle, and then it exploded, and then Rocket found the stick and dug it, and then he grew.
I guess we have a winner. Boys won. Yay. But it's okay, you guys are awesome. You guys are Wonder Women anyways. Thank you guys for playing our little trivia game. And another not MTV special here. We have a trivia contest with the Geek Speak Show for Flying Colors and Comics. With here I have
Layla Helton.
And you? We have Spider-Man. It's awesome. It's totally awesome. We're going to try to win you guys some t-shirts. I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions. If you get 3 right, you get a t-shirt. If you don't, I still love you anyways. So it's all good. So we're going to start off with question number 1. You guys are going to raise your hand. Star-Lord is going to see who raised their hand first. Can anyone tell me what is the color of Captain America's shield?
Red, white, and blue.
And what symbol does he have on it?
He has a white star in a blue circle with red and white stripes around it.
Wow, that's impressive. I didn't even know that. No, hell no. The next question. What does Tony Stark like to do? What does Iron Man like to do?
Built stuff.
Build what kind of stuff?
Robots, metal stuff, and robot stuff.
That sounds good. I thought it was Legos this whole time, but it's not. That's just me. Legos. 1-1, you guys are intense. Next question is, what is Catwoman's real name? What's her real name?
Felicia Hardy. No, that's wrong.
No, it's not.
Wrong cat.
Wrong cat. Nobody knows this? Selena Kyle. The next question is, it's okay, girl, you got this. Next question is, I'm trying to see what mood I'm in. What is Wolverine's best weapon? I have no idea. I got inspiration.
His claws.
What does he do with his claws?
He stabs and slashes people with them.
Wolverine does. People don't, right?
What?
Real people don't, right?
Real people don't have claws coming out of them.
Okay, that's good because it'll be a dangerous place.
Did you get that answer?
Okay, what's the score, Star-Lord? 2-1. Can anyone tell me what is Superman's girlfriend's future wife's name? Oh, you know this? Why you know all the girl questions?
Lois Lane.
Wow, she's good. She's good. You know the important girls. 3-1. So that means we have a winner. Yeah, best out of 3. She got 3. So now we win. Finally, a girl gets it. Gets it right.
So as we wait for our free comic books here at Flying Colors Comics, we have, who are you?
My name's James.
Hi, James. I'm Henry. How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
So I'm assuming since you have a shirt that says Han shot first, you might know a little bit about Star Wars.
A little bit, yeah.
Let's do some trivia for Star-Lord. Give me the hat that's up for grabs. Star-Lord, give me the hat. We're going to go for this hat right here. Ooh, look at that. So here's how easy the question is going to be. Did you know that there's a new Star Wars movie coming?
I did, yeah.
See how easy they are? Okay, so first one. You can cheat if you want. Who shot first?
I think my shirt says Han Solo, but I guess it depends on who you ask.
Yeah, don't ask George Lucas because he'll give you a different answer all the time. I didn't say that. Now, that's one. Next one is, what's the first ship you see in Star Wars before it was even Episode 4?
Before Episode 4?
Yeah. When it was just Star Wars.
I don't know. I mean, like I want to say the Star Destroyer.
It was chasing it.
Oh, it was chasing. Oh, it was the Imperial Senate ship that Princess Leia was in.
Yeah, see, I kind of gave you that one so I get the hat. No, okay. So
that was kind of tricky.
It was kind of short for a stormtrooper.
Yeah, I am. You're asking me to feed in the quote, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember it right now.
Who is too short to be? Who was too short to be a stormtrooper?
That would be Luke.
Yeah. See, like I told you, we're gonna make it easy.
Thank you.
How many is that? I'm not even keeping count. That's 2.
Oh, 2.
One more. All right. So, as far as we know right now, who's the new villain in the Force Awakens?
Well, there's 2 actually. We have the Sith that's in there, and we have the new Stormtrooper, who's played by the character or the gal who plays Brienne of Tarth on Game of Thrones.
Well, actually, she plays. She's a salvager, and John Boyega plays the Stormtrooper.
Oh,
Finn is his name.
Oh no, not the good one. The Chrome Trooper.
Oh, the Chrome Trooper.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Well, like I said, we don't know that for sure. We think maybe.
I guess yes, I'm feeding rumors.
But I'll give you that one. So yeah, there you go. It's all yours.
Thank you.
But seriously though, no trivia, nothing. What do you hope to see in Force, or not hope to see in Force Awakens, however you want to take it?
I would like to see good use of Han. I want him to really come back to his classic days and just be an awesome smuggler. So.
I want to say good use of lens flares, but yeah, okay. We can use that. So, again, thanks a lot. Enjoy Free Comics. Is this your first time here, Free Comic with it?
First time I've been here. He's been here a couple times, though.
From what you see, what do you think?
It's pretty awesome. Having a lot of people here is pretty cool, and I think just the idea of giving kids comics and promoting reading is pretty fantastic.
Did you read comics before?
Absolutely, yeah. I have a box here, actually. I'm kind of a regular.
Yeah.
Monthly, it's a big stack.
So one of the goals of Free Comic Book Day is to bring back readers, introduce new ones, but bring back old readers. From what you see, you think it's doing that?
Absolutely, yeah. I help him, but I mean, most of the kids here, they read their own comics, so I think that's definitely doing its job.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a little movie out in theaters right now that's kind of tied into.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Have you guys seen it yet?
What, the new one? No, it's actually his birthday today, and he's doing a birthday party, so we're going to take him out, him and 4 friends? We got 5 friends, we're going to take him out to go see it next weekend.
That's a birthday.
Yeah, pretty fantastic.
Okay, so enjoy your Free Comic Book Day.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit of help. Here, dance your way over here, Star-Lord, from Star-Lord. Come and get your love. Come and get your comics. Come and get your hats. We're going to go for this hat. Star-Lord's going to help me because we're going to ask what kind of questions?
Minecraft.
So what's your name? First of all, happy birthday. It's your birthday today. What's your name?
Jayton Joy.
Okay, so this is the hat he's going to want. Here, take the microphone.
All right.
Go ahead and start off the questions. All Minecraft.
What is the most dangerous hostile mob? I would have to say that would be the Ender Dragon because he flies and it's really hard to get him when he's doing that, and he could shoot lots of how should I say this, like ender things that will explode you. So that's correct.
Correct? That's one correct.
All right. Which one of them explodes? Creeper. Obvious. My favorite mob.
Correct?
Yeah, it's correct. What is the name of the Minecraft villain that can teleport, set you on fire? No, teleport, set you on fire, and there's a few more pieces. Like, I'll give you a hint. He has blank eyes. He has a default skin, but blank eyes. Hero. All right, and then he got the hat.
Here you go.
Yay.
See, Minecraft, comic books, superheroes, Star Wars, it's all here at Flying Colors Comics and other cool stuff. Along with the free comics, cake, Hulk Smash brownies. They're almost running out, so I got to run in there. Let's go. Come and get your love. Come and get your brownies. Bye. We're going to get our brownie.
So I'm having a flashback here with Harry Potter. Not Star-Lord, but Harry Potter. Which house are you representing?
Hufflepuff.
Yay.
Slytherin.
Always good. Slytherin. So I'm going to start you off with 5 questions. If you answer 3 correctly, you win this lovely hat, limited edition. That's what I think. But so first question. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Name Harry Potter's parents. Raise your hand, by the way. Oops. What are the parents' names?
James and Lily Potter.
Yes, Lily Potter. Having flashbacks of when he looked in the mirror and he seen his parents. Oh my God. Okay, that's 1.
Okay, we're gonna move forward.
I'm gonna do a Michael Jackson walk right now. Second question. What does Hermione find out that her power is when she goes to school, her class? What is her super power?
Was it levitation?
It was levitation. Yes.
I was gonna say knowledge.
No. That came with the package. No, that's 2.
We were just saying that Leviosa.
Yes.
Leviosa.
Leviosa. It is Leviosa. Yes. With the accents. Third thing. Harry and Ron had a major fight. What was their major fight? And it wasn't when Hermione was like, I'm not a bloody owl. What was their first major fight? Yes.
I can't remember.
Was it when Harry? It was in the Goblet of Fire, and he thought that Harry put his name into the Goblet of Fire the first time. Because everything had to be about. He thought everything had to be about Harry, so Harry did it. So
yes.
That was the third one.
So,
okay.
Yes, I feel better. 2-1. Which you need one more. Because I have a love for Twilight. I know I'm not allowed to say it, but I will say it. Which famous actor was in that tournament that was also in Twilight?
You want the actor, or do you want the?
I want both.
Cedric Diggory.
Yeah, but I can't remember.
I don't know his name.
I'm dying on the inside.
I don't know his name.
How do you not know his name?
He's Team Edward, but I know the character's name. It's Edward and Cedric, but I don't know what his actual name is.
Dang.
It's Robert Pattinson.
Robinson. See, when you say it, you're like.
I'm gonna give you that point.
Okay.
So that's 3.
That's 3.
That means you won. Slytherin won for once. Slytherin won for once.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Star-Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you guys enjoy the rest of your free comic book day. You're still in line.
Right.
How'd you get back in line?
We waited at the very end of the line. Like good Harry Potter students.
That's good.
Excellent.
That's good. Be very proud. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And that's it for Free Comic Book Day 2015 at its birthplace, Flying Colors Comics, and other cool stuff. And look who we got here. Everybody.
A whole cast.
We got a werewolf, Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, Wolvie, of course. We even got Star-Lord and a baby Groot.
My baby Groot.
Does he do what I think he does? Yeah. Let's see. See? It is the baby Groot. So everybody enjoy Free Comic Book Day?
Yes. Had a great time. Great time.
Is this anybody's first one?
Yes.
First time here at
Who?
Free Comic Books.
First time over here.
First time.
Having a joy, having myself an early summer Halloween.
Yeah, this is what kicks off summer. Yeah, it's a good one. Actually, we didn't think of that before. It is like Halloween for us. Everything is free. What comics did you guys get?
I haven't gotten a comic book yet, but maybe till the very end of this event. Maybe then I'll go back inside and see what kind of comic books I would like. For the time being, I got nothing in mind to pick out.
Yeah. Anybody else get? What comics did you guys get? Happy?
No, I haven't gotten comics yet, but have had a great time talking with all the kids who have been waiting in line today and hearing what they're excited to get. And I'm hearing My Little Pony is the strong suit right now. Is all the little girls. They are here for My Little Pony. So.
Yeah. Same. Well, I think there's some guys for My Little Pony too. It might not be just girls, right?
Yeah, right.
How about you? How's your free comic book day? You're kind of quiet over here.
Awesome. I'm surprised there's no Batman, but I'm happy that there's Wolverine and there's Robert Downey Jr. So I'm good.
Behind you?
Yeah, right behind me, as always.
Yeah, good.
And Thor. You know.
So not only is it free comic book day, but there's also a little movie from Marvel out in theaters right now. Show of hands, who's seen it?
Yeah.
Who's seen it, not streamed
I've
it?
seen it twice. It is a joy. Masterpiece. You definitely got to go and see it if you're someone who has
Don't
not seen it.
spoil
yet.
anything?
I will not spoil. I'm going to leave it to you to see all the action and all the surprises for yourselves.
Okay, so anybody else? What do you guys think of it?
Spoiler alert, it's good.
And at the very end, the credits come up. No, really, there's one secret scene, and then you can go ahead and go home.
Move on
no
with your
shawarma
life.
this time, nothing like that. So, free comic book day. It's designed like I said to other people around here. It's designed to introduce new readers. That's where you see so many new kids here, and also bring back readers who, for whatever reason, life got in the way. They go away from comics, but it's designed to bring them back. From what you've seen today, is it doing that?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely keeping
It's
it alive.
fun.
Definitely keeping
Joy, entertainment, exhilarating, like adventurous.
Yeah.
Unlimited fun.
He's a little too excited. I think he thinks it's Halloween, but
Well,
how
wait.
about over here?
No, well, I was gonna say because I've noticed there's a lot of more female power here. What does it mean for girls? Seeing that there's more girls reading comic books.
It's so great to seeing that the community is really inclusive, that there's nobody being jerks about it, and that the girls feel comfortable coming out and being dorky and nerdy. It's great.
Plus pretty. Yeah, we're all pretty too.
Keep kids off the street.
That's always important.
Yeah, and you know, again, I don't know how it was for you guys. When I was growing up, comic books weren't that popular, or you weren't supposed to admit that you like comic books. Now, I mean, hello, look at the line over there, and if the lines for Age of Ultron and all the movies that are out there. To you guys, what would you tell parents who still have that attitude, like, nah, I don't want my kids to read comic books?
Oh, I would definitely say that they need to actually go to a comic book store with their kid and actually check this out. And it's a lot of fun. It is just a lot of fun. And it's a good family entertainment together.
Comic books are fun to read. It's like they take your mind away, like if you're bored, get a comic book of any type, a comic book that's fun. It's just kind of put your mind into it once you start reading it, kind of get your mind into that book, kind of put yourself in that world from what you're reading. Introduce people to comic books that have never seen or heard about them, so that way they can get an idea what it's like to read about all sorts of comic book heroes and villains of all sorts.
And I want to hear what Thor has to say. He's like the god of gods.
Yeah, I think it frees up the imagination for young minds. I think it keeps them active, keeps them off the streets, keeps them entertained, gives them a new world to explore.
Yeah, I'm here from Wolby. He's the best at what he does. So what besides something like this, I mean, this is only a one-day thing, and it's a huge event. It's bigger than San Diego Comic-Con even. But what can comic book stores, publishers, what can they do to bring in more readers?
Put out good books, put out good movies. And for the parents who complain about their kids reading comic books, well, guess what? All right? They're reading. All right? They're not playing video games. Oh, and by the way, the Age of Ultron. I didn't like the fact that they called the Scarlet Witch some Age of Miracles. You're a mutant, all right? You're a mutant.
He said the M word.
He said it, mutant.
Said M.
Yeah, the M word is okay in here. So
Well, I
there you
guess,
go. Free comic book day at its birthdays, flying colors, comics, and the cool stuff. Everybody look into the camera and say happy free comic book day on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.